right? So that's the reason we pull in sari. But apparently that doesn't happen. So what you need to do is, when you do this, I'll show you what happens actually. Turn around. Can you see what happened? And also a lot of people, when they walk, their sari gets lifted from back. And every time they keep pulling the sari, it's also because you're not giving space for your butt to move. So when it's moving, then what it does, it pulls the fabric from here, because it needs fabric. I recently wore a sari from their brand, and the moment I opened my door and my mom saw it, she's like, "Kitni sundar lag rahi ho." I said, "Mama, this is such a beautiful sari." And the blouse, and I think you all must have seen me putting up those reels wearing the saris. Okay, come. What happened?
She's coming in a minute.
Okay. Okay. So she can definitely wear a size bigger also. If you're comfortable in this, well and fine. Otherwise, I would prefer a size bigger in this. This is very easy to tuck in. You just need to see, like, just imagine you're wearing a tight fitted skirt and you're wearing a Kanjivaram sari. Where are you going to tuck in? How will you insert the fabric? If you only insert the fabric this area, this is going to get bulky and it's going to make it look very shabby. So try and see that you leave so much space, or you buy this in such a kind of a fitting that the hands can go in and neaten up the fabric which goes inside. Okay. Now let me show you this. I'm just tightening this up. See this, okay? Now how tight you should try your drawstring? This is also one very commonly asked question. Now if you're wearing a sari which is too heavy, then tie it tight. But if you're wearing saris which is light in weight, don't need to struggle. Even if you wear it with an elastic, it's absolutely fine. So look at this. This, here we go, and we start our basic tuck from here. 2 inches from the navel, sorry. Here. Two inches side from here. Okay, yeah. Now what I've seen others doing is how they tuck. They do this and the other fabric is in their hand, and this is how we go. I mean, basically I've seen my mom doing it, so I'll show you what she does. She does this, and then this is tucked in, and this fabric is in her hand, and then she will somehow do this like this. So never do that. That's the reason. Does your first feet always keep moving towards your right when you walk? It does happen. Now that's also because you're not tucking your base right. Okay? And just stand up, do it. Just okay, I'm not letting her move because I want to show you all. Okay, now see. What we do, that's what we've seen in the videos, and that's what we follow. So we take this as the first tuck and then we pull. We pull thinking that we'll at least lose 1 inch, or we'll look 1 inch smaller than from here, right? So that's the reason we pull in sari. But apparently that doesn't happen. So what you need to do is, when you do this, I'll show you what happens actually. Turn around. Can you see what happened? And also a lot of people, when they walk, their sari gets lifted from back. And every time they keep pulling the sari, it's also because you're not giving space for your butt to move. So when it's moving, then what it does, it pulls the fabric from here, because it needs fabric to move. There is no movement that you're giving. So that's the reason, never ever pull your sari and tuck in. This is the first tuck. Very easy, loose. See what I'm doing? I just check the weave of the sari. You will get to know. This is my second tuck. It has to be straight. Either print or weave or lines. You'll ultimately get to know your this thing. Okay, now this side, don't pull. See, this line is all straight lines of mine. You have to know your body. When I do, I keep at least 1.5 inches, because this and this, you know, it's not proportionate. So if that is not proportionate, this is where this happens. And just make a small pleat and tuck this inside. This is absolutely fine because it's never visible. So it's absolutely fine. Look at this. Now why this is given? It is giving movement to your...
Turn around.
Can you turn
Okay, sorry. This.
Yeah.
It's a very small pleat that I'm making. And you know, once you get to know your body, it's very easy for you to make it. Okay. So after you've done this, what you need to do is take a handful of material. This, what I'm showing you is when you wear a pleated sari, okay? Take a handful of material, or you can also measure where they've started their embroidery from. So little away from the embroidery, you just do this and tuck this fabric inside. Okay? Now we will start making our shoulder pleats. So bring the sari from here and we start making our shoulder pleats. So most of you have seen how they make their shoulder pleats is this. This is how you all do? Do you all get this pleat in one go? No, you don't. Never. So this is how you need to do. That is what you've been practicing. Absolutely fine if you're getting it right. But if you aren't, then do this. This, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you get it. Okay? Just attach a peg. These pegs are customized. They're specially made to hold your heavy saris. So you can buy these. They are absolutely a help when you're draping saris. And after that, you just need to do this. Place this on your shoulder and attach. Now I'll show you what you do. I'm just making pleats. So this and some more. What is the length that we should leave behind? I'm asking you all.
Below the knee.
Below the knee, definitely. What else? No.
I mean 6 inches, 8 inches from you.
So I'll show you as long as possible. So this is the length. Especially in Kanjivarams, they look so beautiful. Okay? Okay. Now you've done this. Now I come here and I'll show you how you do the... Okay. After you've done this, you just pull the fabric from here, tight, and here now. Here you need to attach the pin so that it sits on your waist properly. Here. Now when you're doing your pins, yes, I have to show this. Okay, when you're doing your pins, it's very important for you to understand so this is what I'm going to do. If you don't have a pearl, you can use a shirt button. If you don't have a shirt button, you can use thermocol ball, you can use tissue papers, you can use Bengali bindis also. So anybody who's a Bengali here, happy Poila Boshak to all of you. So here it is. I'm just attaching a pin here. Here. Okay? So we're not going to take this pin off. Okay, now where should we make the first pleat from? That's always been a question. See, when you buy it from the designers, you get so much fabric to make pleats. You can see it, and if this would have been like a normal thing, I would have got so less fabric, I could have only done 3 to 4 pleats. Only 3 pleats rather. Because with the kind of length that I've left behind, I could have only got 3 pleats, but we still have so much fabric. Okay? Now where do we start our pleats from? Normally people start it from somewhere here and then they keep struggling and they don't get this finish here. So the right way to measure is princess line. This is your princess line. Come here and that is your point to start your first pleat. Okay? So you start your first pleat from that place. Right? Got it? And then, yes. And then you start making your pleats. So beautiful it is. Okay, I leave this much fabric, okay? I'm taking all of them together, and look at the way, if you just know how to pleat it, it just falls in place so beautifully. I'll show you. Can you see this? I've not ironed, I've done nothing to the sari. Look at the pleats. Just fallen in, but not fully. Okay? We'll just push this inside and lock this for now. What I'm not liking in my drape is this, right? You agree? This is what I'm not liking in my drape. So what we do is, we take this part of the fabric. See this part of the fabric. What I left, I'm just picking up that fabric. I'll take this, I will twist this, and I will tuck this in. Can you see this fitted thing now? You got it? And you're going to pull this, and then you're going to tuck full sari inside. This. After you've done this, then you're going to take this from here. Definitely you're going to attach a pin here. You're going to take this from here. Now adjust this. If you have a pin here, you've already pinned at an angle. You have a second pin here and a third pin here. So you don't need to use too many pins to fix your sari. Even if I'm fixing a bride, I think maximum I use is 4 pins. The rest, everything that I do is stitching. I hate using too many pins. I did, guys, I don't know how many of you know, but I did Alia's wedding yesterday.
Yes.
We weren't allowed to speak, but today I am. So Alia's, I think I fixed everything, and I must have taken full 13 minutes to fix everything.
Wow.
It wasn't much a time thing,
Great.
but then she looked so beautiful. Okay, something about jewelry, which is very important before I finish this drape. When you're wearing something like, I need a neck piece. I genuinely do this, and Deepika is the right witness standing. She said, Dolly Didi, अगर आप इस lady को लेके washroom में गए, हम आपसे बात करेंगे.
I mean, what does she know you're a dripper?
No, definitely. Hello, I'm Dolly Chen. So, okay guys, when you're wearing something like this, please, it's okay. अगर आपके गले का नहीं दिख रहा, but ये तो नहीं दिख रहा. So the right way to fix this, we all know during weddings we wear heavy jewelries, and we definitely want to do justice to both the sari as well as the jewelry. So now you need to do this. She can get a picture done.
So what about
Open wala. So you can just keep it like this now. Ek second. Yeah, just keep it like this, little. Yeah, not forcefully showing, but then nice. Isko turn around karoge na. After take this, and then you can turn around. Okay, when people thought that open palla was as simple as opening the pleats and letting it down, open palla is completely a new style of draping. It has nothing to do with this. Yeah, मतलब इतने साल तक मुझे भी ऐसा लगता था कि ये पिन डाल दिया, अब जब प्लीट नहीं करना और खुला पहनना तो बस इसको गिरा लो. It's not like that. It's looking so good on you.
Yeah, because you made it.
Maybe turn.
Your hands are just made. It's magical.
Note you're right.
When you make it wear, we feel that it's so easy, you know. But when we drape it, it's like, oh my god.
So how long did you study this draping in the right?
Back
Only
to
70 years.
Put one with self just study this down.
Self. I mean, there was no course happening.
The work is being seen.
Good you come up.
You can take few, we keep taking.
Good drive.
I've carved a road for others to walk in. Now I just feel there's so many other people, you know, who said अब हम भी draping कर रहे हैं. I said I'm happy.
What is your camera? No, just come in. Must do for it. Oh, my battery is dying.
No, so I can't take.
Picture?
No, I can't take.
Light it.
No.
Then one of this is from
I know. Very tough.
my battery is dying.
Oh,
So take Dina's. Oh, okay.
We'll take a video. Yeah, the same thing. Don't take that. Give it.
You know what? एक second. Just be there only. What I feel is for a puzzle. Come close. Yeah, nice. So pretty.
Dolly, you please come.
No,
You are
maybe
the-
I should.
Of course. Hello, you to have to be there.
Looking so nice.
Thank you. Veena, come.
Take one with Archana.
Come.
मार खा गए.
हमें तो चप्पड़ फाड़ के मिला है.
Light reflection.
Thank you. Okay. So I'm just making pleats. So it's this. I don't have to look at you also. Look at the pleats also. I can just get it.
Blind night also if you are working, you can make do anything, draping okay.
So did you see? I just uploaded a video with blindfold.
Yes.
Okay.
Now we can imagine. Okay.
Now you can, huh?
Seeing your speed.
Pull this. Okay. So I'm just making my. I hope you can see it. Okay. I'm just making my shoulder pleats. The longer you leave, the taller you look. Same applies here also. Sure. Okay. After you've done this, shoulder pleats and pins. Okay. Till you're all clear. Nothing much that I did. I just left enough fabric behind. Okay. From here, what we need to do is. Okay, now here, sorry. Okay, here. Okay, now what you need to do is, this side of the fabric. I'm pleating it like this, just taking the border as an angle, and I'm just going to adjust this. Okay, now see what I've done. I've just made pleats. Okay, since it doesn't have border here, normally nobody will give you border here because A, it's a waist, and B, if you're doing a drape like this, it's going to itch you. So, okay, so after you've done this, come here and where the border starts, take the entire other fabric and push it inside. Did you get this till here? Okay. Now what I'm doing is, I'm taking this at an angle and this, I'm covering this, okay, so turn around, and I'm doing this as a mark, right? Same thing I'm doing this side, I'm covering her bust, look, covering her bust, pulling this fabric here, coming here, and again doing this as a mark, second mark, okay? So, the two marks that I did, okay? Now I take this fabric, just be like this. Now I take this fabric, I dust both together and I start making pleats holding both the fabric together. So this way I'm holding both the fabric together, one halfway here and the second halfway here. Like this, and we're just going to, yeah.
So somebody has to do for you.
No, I'll show you how you can do this. This is how it looks from behind.
This is good for women who have small butts.
This is, no, I also wear this.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'll tell you how I cover it. I'll tell you how I cover it. So this is how it looks from front. You've got two borders right in front. So just imagine you have a beautiful, what do you call, a bandhani sari. Sorry, a bandhani lehenga. And you want to wear a plain sari. Or you have a plain lehenga and you want to wear a bandhani sari. And you have a function in your place. You can absolutely wear it like that. You can wear a beautiful red, like I would have done a tone on tone, but I couldn't find a red sari here. So I think this combination is also a beautiful combination. So I think Bengali Pehla Vaishak is all over me. So I think that's also one of the reasons. So this is done like this. For all those who feel we'll start looking bulky from here, you want, because what we are doing is instead of making extra pleats, we're actually dividing the whole sari and making less pleats. So, you know, kitna fabric tha? I could have just gone on and on. And instead of that, I just made box pleat and we got only 2 to 3 pleats right here. And after this, if you just feel you're looking heavy, turn it around. Take this, and in your arms and start. Turn.
Wow.
Do it like this.
Yeah.
And for girls who are not heavy, so I would feel, take this from here. Instead of that side, I would rather prefer it here. Look at this, because you have so many borders running. And for me, this always looks nice because I hate when you all cover the whole thing. Because when you're doing that, you're not only covering your butt, but you're covering half the sari, your blouse, and ruining everything. So rather than taking it from that side, take it from this side. This looks much better.
It also feels regal.
Ah.
I'm feeling very royal. So
Anything. So I just imagine the energy. Wow.
The sari gives me the energy, I think. Yeah, sure. Okay, go.
Ready?
And also,
And Bombay.
it's the Friday thing.
Friday. Being in Bombay.
When are you coming next to Bombay?
I keep coming in, I mean. Yes. And I really want to give special thanks to Padmini ji and Sita, you know, because I don't know how it just happened.
Actually, we planned it with her first, and I think in this whole planning only, Alia ki shaadi bhi plan ho gayi.
I mean, I can't tell you when
I think हमारे plan के कारण they planned already.
you know, first, see, they didn't announce the date. Even we didn't know actual date. So they just told us, ये block करके रखो. ठीक है. हमने block किया, but उसके बाद कुछ नहीं था, तो ऐसे ही होगा. We're not sure about it. Then they said कि 15th को, and then I said I can't do the show on 15th. We'll do it on 14th. Then they said 14th को, and then I told them
In the back, should I do it without this? Yeah, because it's stuck. Should I remove it?
And so sweet of them, they actually adjusted everything.
Yeah, actually, the Friday we can come in, and people then start traveling. अगर ज़्यादा छुट्टियाँ एक साथ आती हैं, we have to see that also.
हाँ, 4 days की छुट्टी तो
इनका जो यहाँ को invite कभी
Yes.
14 पर क्या
Yes.
कभी 14 पर क्या रहा है कभी 15 पर क्या रहा है. One second.
ये date क्यों नहीं?
It's looking so beautiful.
Yes, that's okay.
And it looks so easy. I mean, seeing this, लगता है कुछ भी कोई भी पहन सकता है. But I don't know.
I make it so easy for you all.
सारे borders दिख रहे हैं.
सारे borders.
सारे borders दिख रहे हैं. I know, yeah. How do you think?
I mean, because I don't think anything else. I only have time to think.
How do you think इसको ऐसे करूँ ये ऐसे इधर डालूँ उधर डालूँ?
Meet me in the washroom.
Neetu is great for some.
She liked it. She was so comfortable. I love you. That was so sweet.
I like how the saree also those guys.
The black also looked so good. Look at her.
Really stunning.
Look at the picture.
Oh my God.
I saw it through her camera. My God, look at this. It's stunning. It was so beautiful.
Please send.